Hello everyone, this is Curtis with Weed Whacker Lawn Care. Hey, today is Monday, March the, what is it, 22nd? Yeah, 22nd, 2021. And I've been out working, y'all. I've been out working. I just finished up a little small lawn there. Phone is ringing. Oh man, I can't keep up right now. It's getting busy. Let me see. Yeah, I'm on my way to do a lawn now. You know what get me out the most? You know, I have a schedule, and I'll get these customers. I love to help all the customers, but you'll get them. They'll call you in the middle of the day, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Hey, I want to get my yard mowed. All right, sure. Well, you know, I'd like to get it done today. Well, you know, I have a schedule. If I finish up earlier, maybe I can come. Well, you know, the sooner the better. I'd be happy. I'm like, well, hey, I can only do what I can do. You know, if I could, you know, it may be tomorrow before I can get to you. You know, well, okay, I'm gonna be home tomorrow. There, you think it's gonna be in the morning? I'm like, oh boy. But I get that every year. You know, customers, you know, I don't know. I think they think that you're just sitting around waiting for somebody to call you to come mow a lawn. And I'm like, there's a lot of lawns out here to mow. You know, and I'm like, hey. You know, I've already have people on the schedule just waiting to get theirs mowed, and you want to come, you want just up and call, hey, can you come out my yard now? I really want to get it mowed. And I say, whoa, wait. And I get that every year. I don't know what it is, you know. Then you get the ones that call you and they want a price or a quote, and you know, I have it. I tell them, you know, you can go out to the website. I have the prices right there for, you know, what I charge for weekly and for bi-weekly, and then for the unmaintained yards, it may be a little higher because there's extra work involved. You know, I mean, you may show up and it may take you all day to clean that property up. I mean, the hedge trimming, flower beds, they want grass all picked out of there, mulch, I mean, the works in the lawn. And you got to schedule it. I mean, you know, they go over there and say, well, yeah, I need all that. My last guy, I can't find him. I've been trying to call him and I can't get in contact with him. I don't know his number. I don't know if it's working anymore. And, you know, I don't know what's going on, but I need to really get somebody to come over and get this all taken care of. And I'm calling you. Do you think you can do it? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, hey, but it's going to cost. Well, you know, I ain't paying that much. I normally give him $30, and he did all of that. You know, and more. And I said, well, what you want to have done with all of that is going to take more than $30. It's going to take some 30 plus 30 plus 30 plus 30 plus 30 plus 30 plus to get that taken care of. Is that many? Yeah, we got to add them 30s up in a day. I mean, you know, what we talking? You know, what we talking? You know, we're looking at 30 for half an hour, you know, and then another 30 on that, you know. Because, not coming over there. We work fast, but we're not going to work just to work and not make nothing. You know, and that's kind of stuff you get, I mean, y'all, oh man, as long as I've been doing this, I have had all kinds. And, someone tell you, well, my yard is small and it ain't That ain't what you paying for. You paying for convenience. You paying for me to drive my vehicle, bring my equipment, my mowers, my trimmers, and come over there and service up your property. That's what you're paying for. Yeah, your property may be small, but you're paying for the convenience for me to have the tools to come over there to do the lawn. You know, and they're like, oh, well, I mean, hey, you can do that yourself. I mean, come on. You can go get your mower. You get out there and sweat in that heat and, you know, rake, pick up them leaves and bag them and all that in that 105, 110. Well, you know, I done got old and I can't get out in that heat too much. It's too hot out there. Well, what about me? You think it ain't hot on me? You feel the same heat I'm feeling? It's hot. You know, it's hot out here. Yeah. And then some of you out there working, so boy, and lucky you bring you some bottles of water. Now, some customers are considerate. They know how you're feeling. They'll bring you a bottle of water. They have you some cold, chill water when you get there because they know it's hot out there. But some of them be out there, man, they be up in there drinking a cold when y'all, they're drinking a cold when, you know, they be like, well, they almost through, you know, they almost through. And y'all about through? Yeah, I'm through. What you waiting on? I'm waiting on you to pay me. That's what I'm waiting on. I need to get paid so I can move on to the next one. You know, I mean, we done finished up here. You know, you go through that. I mean, boy, look here, y'all. Now, I've been doing this stuff for some years. I mean, we're talking way back in the 90s. I started out helping my dad do it. And now, I didn't ever think I would be doing it, but, you know, I ended up later on doing it. And it has been some challenging stuff. I remember one time my dad had me helping him with a lawn. They had this big old sand, some kind of dirt or something that a lady had delivered. And I said, well, hey, and you want to come and help me? I'm like, okay, Dad, yeah, I'll come and help you. So I'm like, okay. So we'll go over there. The next day I'll go over there and I'm helping my dad. I got this wheelbarrow. They want to spread all this dirt. Now it took all day long to put this dirt out. I had the wheelbarrow and spread it all over the yard and everything. And and I told my dad, I said, listen, I said, don't accept no more jobs like this because I quit. Oh, come on, Junior, come on now. He was laughing. I said, I ain't laughing. I'm not laughing. I quit. I ain't doing no more of them, Dad. I ain't, no. You can forget that. I'm not wheelbarrowing a bunch of dirt, hauling on, pouring it all over the yard, spreading it all over. I'm not doing that no more, Dad. No. He thought it was funny. Yeah, it wore me out. I mean, I'm helping him. And I was like, man, I ain't doing no more than that. No, that was a lot of work. That sand, that wheelbarrow, that got me. I was like, no, I ain't doing that. I never forgot that one, y'all. That one, oh boy, he got me on that. But you know, and I mean, it was some. He would see me, and he would come. Hey, what you doing? Hey, can you come and help me? Come on. Okay, Dad, I'll come help you. So I'd always go and help him. I didn't mind it, you know, but you know, some days I was like, oh man. I say, ooh-wee. Now, doing the yards back in the day in the 90s, they didn't have no these high-powered, sophisticated mowers. It just had a little 21-inch Craftsman mower that, you know, would walk behind. And, oh, them things, they didn't last no time. I mean, shoot, sometimes blow them things up in a month. There's mowing so many yards with them. The engine would overheat and it just hit a gasket, just boom, go. Then go back and get another one. Then go get another one. I mean, they just would not hold up. Then later on, my dad started getting he got a Honda, and then he got the Snapper that had the Kawasaki engine on it, and those things, they would hold up. Well, as a matter of fact, I still have the Honda, but still had to do some work on them. It wore them out. Had to put a seal in there because I had done just run them. So I mean, cutting yard after yard after yard back in the day. Walked a lot of yards down. Now, had to have some of those stand-on mowers and all of that. That would have been nice, but they didn't have that. They had those. Well, they had the big old, those tractor mowers. And those things were slow. I mean, you mow a yard, but man, it would still take some time sitting on those things. But now, they got the zero turns, and you can stand on and really get out there on a piece of property and just really go to town, get it all knocked out. Back in the day, though, you had to walk them down. I mean, walk. And it was all good. Had a lot of fun doing it. Yeah, I had a lot of fun doing it. But I wouldn't want to have to walk all them yards now. I mean, some of them, these customers still want you to, walk their lawns down with mowers. It's like right now I have I got my 30-inch Taro in the back there, and I'm finna get it down and mow a lawn now. Some of these customers are picky due to the fact that they've had other people mowing their lawns, and I can understand what happened. The guy had one of these big 32-inch Skag mowers, and they out mowing the lawns, and well, they've been walking behind it all day and all, and they get kind of fatigued, is what I want to say, fatigue, and they run over sprinkler heads and all this and that. So then the customers don't want you to have those type of mowers on their property because they feel you're going to damage something, run over the flower beds, just mess up their landscaping, the bricks and all that. And I was like, wow, because normally a customer will call me and I'll ask them, what was going on? Why did you want to change, your lawn service? And they said that they had a problem with them damaging stuff on their property, for his not paying attention. They had damaged the property before, and then they damaged it again, and they just got mad about it, and they done talked to him, and they said, okay, we don't want to do it no more. Okay, sorry about that and everything. But they come back and they get in a rush, and they're trying to get X amount of yards done. They're under pressure, and they run through the yards and damage up a lot of, stuff, sprinkler heads, just landscaping bricks and all of that. And then the customer get mad, and then they start looking for someone else. That's what some of them tell me, because I always be curious. I know they don't have somebody, and I'm like, well, why you want somebody else? If you're happy with the present purpose, and more likely, a lot of them are not happy with the service that they were getting. And, in my case, sometimes I run into is that they ain't happy with the price. Somebody comes through and they put these flyers out, $20 a cut, front and back, and mowing edge, and they feel like, well, they can do it for that. And I'm like, yeah. If that guy only gets 1 yard and he stays 50 miles across town, you think he's gonna come back over here to mow that 1 yard for that $20? Good luck. Even if he gets 2 yards or 3 yards, it's not going to be feasible. He's banking that he's going to get a lot of yards. And a lot of times it don't work that way, because sometimes you're going to homes that are rented. They have renters in there, and they don't care. $20 ain't my property anyway. Hey, $20, let them come. Come on, man. So, the guy may show up, may not. It rain. But you got all kinds of stuff, and I hear all kinds of stuff when I'm out here. I hear all kinds of stuff, and it gets tough, rough and tough. Let me get out of here, y'all. I'm gonna get my mower off and see about mowing this here property here. Okay. Yeah, let's see my keys. All right. Hey, what's going on, Gene? How's it going there? I just finished up 2 properties. A friend, the next door neighbor wanted to get his lawn taken care of, so after I finished up the first one that I showed up to mow, I mowed the next door neighbors front and back, mowed edge and everything. So it was looking like it was going to rain, and it did start to get a little mist of rain there. And I said, well, I'm going to have to push through it, and that's what I did. I pushed through it. So I was able to get those 2 lawns completed. So now, after working on those 2 there, you know, they took some time, because what they wanted was they wanted them out. They wanted mowed and bagged. So you know, it takes time to do a detailed cleaning with that bag and all. You have to empty it a number of times. It wasn't too bad, but it was still a lot of grass and leaves and debris in there. So I was able to get all of that cleaned up. And the first one, he wanted me to put him on a 2 weeks, and then as it approaches May, probably end up doing it on a weekly basis. I come every week. So I got him taken care of. And there's another one right next door over here. Normally I'll come back and do it on a Wednesday. Now it would be nice to have them all on the same list for I could take care of 3 properties at once, but somebody wants Monday, somebody wants Wednesday, because the pool guy and all, and the pool guy comes Thursday, and oh boy, that's kind of stuff, you know, you run into. And I said, oh well, what can you do? You know, you're working to try to accommodate the customer, fit him into your schedule. Well, you working around it, but I get a lot of them, and I have to sit at home at night and make a schedule and see how many you know, bi-weeklies and weeklies. You know, I have, you know, a lot of them, well, they won't go into weekly until mid-May. May, June, July, August. Then some of them will want it done on a weekly basis. And it makes it hard, because what happens if it rained that week that I'm supposed to mow that lawn, then I can't mow it. Then it has to roll back into the next week. And you may have your weeklies over on the next week, or you may have some more bi-weeklies that you're supposed to do that week. And now you got to try to do the one that from that week over into that next week. And then if it rained the next week that you're supposed to do those bi-weeklies, it gets complicated, I tell you. It becomes a headache, because then people start calling, you know, and you're like, well, it's been raining for every week. It rained last week all week, and then it rained the next week all week. And it just, you know, becomes, I mean, hysterical. Because then you know, the ground gets all soggy and wet, and everybody starts calling, and, well, you didn't mow my lawn and all this, and I'm like, you know, I'm trying, but I can't do nothing with the weather. Well, it look like we'll have to get somebody else. Well, you know, hey, get them. It rain on me. If we're in the same part of town, it's raining on them the same time with me. So what's the difference? Rain is rain. You know, you want your lawn done, I'm in your area, so if they are out here with me mowing, then they're gonna get wet too. So if that's the case, I'm like, hey, if you don't see it when it's raining, you know, hey, what can I do? And I had that discussion with a customer last year. His wife was like, he was telling me, his wife was like, she wants to get somebody else. I said, hey man, it don't matter to me. I just want you to be happy. If getting somebody else will make you happy, get them. I say, because if it's raining, storming, and thundering, and lightning, they're not gonna mow your yard either. I say, if they can do something different, they got lightning protection suits and all of that, and thundering and storm suits and all that they can put on, and won't nothing happen to them, then oh well, let them have it. I say, I completely understand, but boy, I tell you, it's some nerve-wracking stuff. But oh man, on my windshield here look like it's drizzling a little bit, so it's definitely looking like it's gonna rain tonight. So I don't know, depending on how much rain we get. Well, working tomorrow, just never know. But anyway, I'm finna take it on home and take it home and take it easy, and hopefully like I say, if it doesn't rain too much, I'll be doing something there tomorrow. But y'all stay tuned, and I'll chat with y'all soon. Bye.